Welcome back to the operations management class. And yesterday we were discussing this wonderful topic, what is that line balancing? So what is line balancing? Nothing but on average every workstation must and should have equal time so that the production derails would not exist. Now after discussing this, today we go for a very interesting and very easy topic, which is nothing but the facility location and layout. What is that? Facility location or and as well as what you call the layout. Okay. What do you mean by facility location first? Facility location is the selection of suitable location or site where the factory or facility will be installed and from where it will function. Okay. There are two fundamental objectives to a facility location exercise. Minimizing the cost or maximizing the revenue. So, actually, what do you mean by location? Location is nothing but the place or the physical existence where actually you are starting your production unit, you are starting your service unit. You will be observing, so when anybody wants to start their business, first thing they identify is the place or the area where actually to start that particular business. Okay. Let us take for example cloth merchant business you want to start. So for that one, what is the appropriate location? The appropriate location would be that location, that area where actually you find more number of people regularly meet. Might be in the main roads, isn't it? Now same way, let us suppose that as for service sector example, if you consider, if you want to start a school or else a college. A school or a college will be generally established where you find serene environment. The place should be out of disturbances, okay, pollution free. So moreover, the external conditions should assist to the student to learn without having any kind of disturbances. Generally that will happen. But nowadays you know very well, in the main roads itself, just hiring one building and people are starting schools. That's the next thing. Most of the time, generally the persons who wants to serve to the society, they will be taking care of these kinds of precautionary measures. Hospital. So generally the hospital means a particular setup is required, locality is required, isn't it? So you call that one as a location. Why location is very important? Because based on the location, the further improvement of that particular business unit will depend. The location where actually your business is there, not in the proximity of the customers who wants to have that service. Customers may not be reaching to you. School, if you are opened 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers far away from the living habitant, parents will not send their wards. Children will not join. Even hospitals also, okay? If what you called located in any what you called the areas where the transportation facilities are very less, very difficult to receive patients. Even in the production area, if you consider the companies which produces automobiles, mobile phones, okay, and the companies which produces cement, they all look forward those locations where they can have the what you call facilities. That's why location is a very important for any kind of business, whether that one is a manufacturing sector or else a service sector. I think really it happened few months back. I would say few years back. As you know very well, one place is there by name Singur in the West Bengal. It was in limelight few years back because of one major region. Skirmishes taking place between the Tata company and the local people as far as the production operations are concerned regarding that world's cheapest car, Tata Nano. Everybody of us, most of the middle class, lower middle class people felt very happy we are going to have the nano cars within no time. But unexpected problems created between the company management and as well as the local government. And it shot up to that level that the company itself withdrawn their production unit from there and forced to shift to the one more place, Sadanand in Gujarat. So why actually I am quoting this example means, generally the location should be in such a manner that the cooperation should be there from that particular local government, local people. If the cooperation is not there, the companies may not be having smooth flow in their production operations are concerned. And you know very well, near to our college, Maheshwaram is there, a village area where actually the government is planning to make that one a pharmaceutical industry hub. And many of the pharma companies going and coming to Hyderabad to start their units over there. But that local people are not supporting. Every time you will be observing the newspapers in the media, local people giving representation to the corresponding government agents. We don't want chemical factories here. You know very well, if chemical factories means, so what kind of danger can guess, Bhopal gas incident. And recent past, when you are in the COVID period, and same kind of thing happened in the Vizag also. Okay? Gas release. Such a way, selection of a location is though important and very critical. The two very important intentions behind choosing appropriate location is, one is minimizing the cost. Here I tell you one more example, cement factories you take. What are the raw materials required for producing a cement? You required calcium, limestone, abundant water resources. Now, let us suppose that a XYZ company starts a cement production unit which is far from what you call water resources or else the limestone resources. What will increase? So they need to procure that limestone or water from farther places. It increases overall production cost. That should not happen. So when location selection is taking place, the company representatives visit those particular places. They get into all this information, whether this actual place is suitable for doing such kind of operations. Minimizing the cost. And also, what is the one more aspect? Maximizing the revenue. This is also very, very important. Both are contrast. Cost should be less, and you need to improve the business. You need to enhance profits. More business increment should be there. So these are the things you have to observe when you go for facility location or else a plant location. Generally, facility means which involves manufacturing unit and as well as the service unit. Okay. What are the factors which affects for location decision? Proximity to customer, very, very important. The business unit, whatever produces, those items should reach to the customers at what you call with a less effort. Markets. What do you mean by that? There should be very close to the markets, all companies. Then what happens? Whenever need is there for that particular XYZ products, immediately you can send the producer product to that particular markets. Otherwise, what happens? There will be a huge chance customers may jump from one company product to one more company product, switching over. Just now I was discussing proximity to the raw materials, limestone, water facilities. These are the very, very important resources, raw materials to produce a cement. You have to see maximum number of raw material should be available without much difficulty. That location is considered as the ideal location. And one more is good transportation facilities. Roadways are there, airways are there, waterways are there, railways are there. Your company producing goods where you can have no transportation facilities at all, no what you call good roads are available leading to your factory. What happens? Unnecessarily time consumption would be there. You lose existing demand. This is very, very important. Availability of power. Why Gujarat and nowadays you take Hyderabad, especially Telangana, if you consider most of the companies are coming because few of the sources they are providing. So, power without interruption. Okay? So, whenever good power facilities are there, production operations will not halt. So by that what happens? The flexibility will be there, smooth flow of operations will be there. That's why availability of power is also very, very important whenever you go for selection of a location. Basic amenities. Under basic amenities you can consider even power also, besides that water, other what you call securities, all these things. Government policies. Most of the time, our government, Telangana government, isn't it? You will be observing the media. They are framed such a kind of policies that within days, for any kind of business here, getting a permission is very, very simple. Everything is online. But in few countries, in few states, months together, you need to what you call wait for to have the permission. That is also determines a good or ideal location, whether to start in Telangana or else Tamil Nadu or else what you call AP. Location. Environmental and community consideration. This is most important. If you go to northern part of India, Himalayas, understand? There the environment will not assist to start production activities. There you find hilly environment, road facilities are very, very difficult to have good road facilities. Extreme temperatures would be there. And community considerations, these are all social problems. Few people will not allow to what to call have few kinds of companies in their proximity. So these are the things which are very very important. Proximity to subcontractors. So a four-wheeler will be there. It gives subcontracting to a tires manufacturer. Subcontract to a Voltas electrical items manufacturing company. Those Voltas, MRF, all these are all subcontractors as per Maruti cars are concerned. So they see that the subcontractor should also be very much near to this main factory location. Availability of cheap land, very important. So the rents which you are going to pay on land should be cheap. Low construction costs, availability of cheap, skilled and efficient labor. The last point, India is actually in the eye of every industrialist of what you called outside India. Why? Because of these facilities. Here, whatever we paid, very very less comparatively with the workers who works in foreign countries. Hence, they prefer our country or else a neighbor country, China, Taiwan, like this. Okay. So these are the factors which influence for location analysis. So when you call a location is an ideal location, there should be least risk and maximum social gain, and lowest unit cost should be there. Okay, we explained all these things already. Now after discussing all these things, now we go for plant layout. A plant layout is interior setup. When you enter into a house, generally Indian houses will be what? First hall will be there, next what to called kitchen would be there, next other kind of rooms would be there. In a hall few kinds of things will be available. So those are meant for to set up there only. Same way, a plant layout means which allows us to fix, to establish the machineries in a proper place by maintaining appropriate gaps. In a clumsy environment, if you set off machinery, what happens? That leads to the accidents. A plant without any what you call exhaust facilities, it leads to sometimes even deaths of workers also. As far as the chemical factories are concerned, very very sensitive industries, isn't it? That's why plant layout is very very important based upon the kind of product you are going to manufacture. Previously, I was reading one article regarding this Volkswagen automobile manufacturing company situated in Germany. Wonderfully, they have explained about their plant layout. Everything is visible in that plant. Walls are made up of what we call strong glass, and the flooring actually established by using costly tiles. And the workers, whoever working in that plant, they never feel that we are in a what we call working environment. These are all called modern methods to set up the plant layout. And also, I read that they even fixed loudspeakers outside in order to listen the birds chirping by the workers who are working in the plant. These are all motivation levels of what we call employees. This is manufacturing industry, and let us take as far as service industry is concerned, Google company. As you know very well, as per recent past statistics is concerned, most of the people are preferring to work for Google company. Why? Because the kind of environment they create for their employees. Within their companies, okay, They create environment of like what you called apartments. Why that apartment environment they create? The employee should feel that they are in home. As per my information, within 200 meters, every employee should have what you called facility to reach to any eatery, to have a coffee or else to have a what you called tea or else to have refreshments. Such a way, if a company takes care of employees, the morale of the employees also will enhances. They feel that that is their own and they will be putting their heart while working. It leads to marvelous development of the company. So these are all modern methods of plant layout. Generally, the plant layout means interiors, how you are going to arrange. So how a definition defines a plant layout refers to the arrangement of physical facilities such as machinery, equipment, furniture, etc. within the factory building in such a manner so as to have quickest flow of materials at the lowest cost and with the least amount of handling in processing the product from the receipt of material to the shipment of the finished product. A big definition. So overall, in simple words, plant layout means interiors arrangements. That's it. Why that is required? So objectives of plant layout. The main objective is appropriate way utilization of the available floor space. If much more time duration is there to reach from one department to one more department, like a cutting section would be there, welding section would be there, painting section would be there, and finally somewhere godown would be there. If further distance is there between the departments, communication will disconnect. That should not happen. Efficiently, all the people should be under what you called control. What do you call this one as? Efficient utilization of the available floor space. The work proceeds from one point to another point without any delay. Just I was explaining. A product will not be manufactured within one workstation. Every product most of the time should reach to various departments, should spend some time with what you call particular machinery operations. So plant layout, a good plant layout provides production capacity enough, reduce material handling costs. This is very, very important. Reduce hazards to personnel. I was explaining. Appropriate plant layout sometimes stops accidents also. So appropriate plant layout leads to the efficient labor utilization. It increases the employee morale. Example, Volkswagen, German company, Google company, is it? So provides volume and product flexibility, whatever is required. Good control will be there, good supervision will be there. Maintenance is easy, high machine or equipment utilization, improve productivity. So these are the benefits of a good plant layout. So how many types of plant layouts are there? 4 types. One is product or line layout, process or functional layout, fixed position, combined or group layout. What is product or line layout? All these what we call operations will be in a side by side manner. Workstation 1, workstation 2, workstation 3, like that. When from one workstation to one more workstation, when product moves, there is no chance of getting it back to the again previous workstation. What you call that one as the backtracking. Entire, after cutting the entire wood into pieces, that should reach to the next level. What is that? Attach wood pieces. That wood piece is converted into chair that reaches to painting. And finally that leads to the what you call go down. Okay? See that product layout from 1, 2, 3, 4, again 10 out. No reverting back. All arrow marks are forward direction only. So what are the advantages? So as per product layout is concerned, material handling is very easy. Okay, quality control is easy, production control is what to call simpler, and disadvantages are there. What are those? It is not easy to change the product. So whenever product mix operations are going on, it's very difficult under product layout to change that product. Okay, if one machine breaks down, the entire line will stop, so disturbance would be there. Expansion of work area, insertion of any machine between other machines is not possible. So disadvantages and advantages. Now the next one is process layout. So process layout is one where machines, equipments perform similar kind of operations. All cutting machines, all welding machines, all polishing machines. What you call that? Similar operations. Such a kind of layout is called as the process layout. So job A, job B. So workstation 1, workstation 2. So all same color blocks are there. That indicates that same kind of operations they perform. So it's a diagram of process layout. So flexibility in adapting changing volumes helps workmen learn more skills. One machine does not affect in case of future expansion. See that. So under process layout, volumes, variation in the volumes can be adjusted easily. More number of items, less number of items. So under process layout, workmen will learn new skills because always they prefer job rotation. A cutter will go to for some time painting job. A painter will come to a what you called tinkering work. So such kind of activities are possible under what you called process layout. What are disadvantages? Space requirement. So for this, more space is required when you want to increase mechanization of the material handling is not possible. High work in process, progress inventory, difficult in scheduling work, high level of supervision is required. So these are the disadvantages of process layout. Fixed position layout. The product will not move. Only machineries will move near to the product. Workers will move to the product. They perform then and there only. Finally, product will form, will shape. Examples are building a ship, building aeroplane, construction of bridges, flyovers. But these are all very costly kind of activities, requires highly skilled persons with huge payments. Okay. See that ship, labor, tools, equipments, material, all moving to ship only. Finally, ship will built. So what are advantages? Minimization of movement of machines, continuity in production allows several activities. So that's what I told you, disadvantage. Skilled and versatile workers are required. Once the project is over, equipments will have to be moved. Okay. So these are some of the disadvantages. And combined layout. Generally, most of the time, many of the companies are preferring combined. Combining means about all three varieties will be combined based upon the nature of the product. Okay. So this is the last one. What are the generally factors influencing layout? Type of the building, physical setup, nature of the product. The product is of a big scale or small scale, requires sophisticated machinery, hi-fi technology, all these things, production process, continuous, okay, all these types of machinery, repairs, human needs, skillful hands are required, plant environment. So these are the factors which influence what you call selection or setting up of the layout. So what are the important things you need to consider here? Types of the, okay, layouts. What are those? Product, very very important question. Product or line layout, process or functional layout, fixed position or location layout, combined or group layout. Okay, and we discuss in the next class. Thank you.